Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between. Welcome back to another episode of Geek. What's on the playlist today? What's on the playlist today? And what's on the playlist today doesn't necessarily have to be music. In this instance, it is Hudson and Landry, their complete collection. Not necessarily a complete collection. This is a compilation of some of their best stuff, and then a third album, a third CD. It's a 3-disc set. Third CD has a bunch of B-sides and rarities and stuff that wasn't on their major releases. Who are Hudson and Landry? They are a comedy duo from the early 70s. They were together from like 70 to 74. So, somewhere around there. I'm not sure the exact dates they broke up. But they put out albums between that time frame. Hudson was the bigger guy. Landry was the thinner guy. They both served in military radio, although Hudson was in the Air Force broadcasting and Landry was in the U.S. Army broadcasting. They met while working together at a radio station in Los Angeles. They became a very, very popular morning duo. They had their morning show. They were one of the best well-known shows around at the time, which led to them. Basically writing and recording dozens of little comedy sketches, which they used to use on their show, and which they wound up releasing 4 albums with. One of which won a Grammy. All 4 albums were rated gold at the time. These guys are really popular, and I never hear anyone talk about them these days, which is one of the reasons why I kind of want to bring it up. I like, bringing up older stuff like this. They eventually broke up. Hudson continued to work in radio. Pretty much until he died. He actually was supposed to backfill for Casey Kasem's American Top 40 at one point when Casey was taking some time off, but soon realized that his style of DJing did not work well, and Casey had to actually come back from vacation. Landry, after they broke up, went into writing for TV shows. Flo, Benson, The Red Fox Show, some other stuff. So they carried on their careers. There's something in the earlier... Oh, they were popular in their earlier year when they were together as a duo in the 70s. They appeared on several television shows as well, doing their comedy skits. Flip Wilson had the Flip Wilson Show, the Smothers Brothers Show. So other sketch comedy shows would have them on doing their skits. They are best known for their Ajax liquor store bit, where Hudson portrays a incredibly drunk man trying to call a liquor store and place an order for a large amount of booze while being completely inebriated. They did their Ajax sketches are their most well-known, with Ajax liquor store being their best. They had like Ajax Mortuary, Ajax Pet Store. They had a skit called Shortage of Booze, which the guy is calling the liquor store back again at another time. They had all kinds of stuff. They had one serious piece called The Fate of the Mightiest Nation, which talks of the rise and fall of a global superpower. How it was once small and insignificant and rose to great power and prominence and eventually became mired in greed and political corruption. This came out in the 1970s. So that's probably the only serious piece in this. They do have some things that I don't think would go over very well today. Not because I think they're too controversial. I think there's too many people that would choose to take it the wrong way. There is one skit called Impossible Dreams, in which there's a obviously flamboyantly gay character describing his dreams to a psychologist. That character shows up in a few other sketches to that same character. And it doesn't portray him in a very negative light. There are some gay stereotypes in there, but it's not bad, I don't think. But I think I question whether some people would react to it very well. Excuse me. Again, my blood pressure medication makes my throat raspy. Sorry about that. But there are a couple other sketches too where Hudson is portraying a man of color. And yeah, that might not go over so well these days. And again, I don't think it's bad, but I'm also, you know, an old fart. So it didn't seem, you know, for the times, it was very mild and very inoffensive. But I'm not sure how people would take it today. I still think some of them are hilarious. But they do like I said, there's a few sketches which I don't think, and I've talked about it before, how I think some people are overreacting. Both people who say you couldn't make that stuff today. I have to cough again. Sorry, but I think there are some things that work that would work well, and I think the stuff that's on this album is still good. And I know there are always some people out there who are going to complain and say it's racist or homophobic or insensitive or whatever. But that's questionable. I think there are some people who would take it as it should. I should run this by my kids. They'd be better informed of whether or not it would be considered offensive or not. I don't know. They'd probably say it was offensive, but I disagree. Anyway, I just wanted to highlight this little gem because I really think it is. At the very least, go on YouTube and look up Ajax Liquor Store. That is, in my opinion, one of their best. It's not the only great piece. There's a lot of great pieces on this in their works, but that's what they're best known for. That's what they won their Grammy for. So that little bit on its own is definitely worth a listen to. And I would highly recommend a lot of the other stuff on this CD collection. It is really good and it's really funny. And it's one of the few comedy bits that I keep in my rotation. The older stuff like George Carlin and stuff, I've listened to so much that it doesn't make me laugh anymore. I mean, I still enjoy it, but like I've listened to it so many times that it's kind of lost its bite. But this is still new enough for me that I'm keeping it in rotation. Anywho, as always, thanks for watching. If you like this crap, it's crap. There's other crap out there. And good hunting.